I feel like the salad is going to make us stop the podcast.
It's thrown you off your game.
It's a lot of fiber all at once. I'm feeling a little not confident.
Well, here we are.
Yep.
Let's do another podcast if the fans want it or not.
I don't think we should call them fans. I think it's just a loose crowd that we wouldn't get arrested for loitering. It's just a random selection of people. We should start surveying them, though, and making money off of them. We got to figure something out. It's a shrinking number. We are more
shrinking.
Out of the Twin Cities listeners and international listeners up until a couple days ago on the last episode. That's not very many.
We did up it to 2 more countries.
Yeah.
Sweden and Great Britain.
Oh, I didn't see Great Britain. Good day, mate.
Another shrimp on the Barbie.
All right.
There goes our listener.
So we got no, come back.
Oh.
How's it going, eh? All right. Well, can't win them all. So yeah, I told Mark that the only way for us to gain listeners would be to make this a murder mystery podcast, and it would have to entail one of us killing the other on the air, and then you guys could figure out who did it. So that shouldn't take a while. I mean, you could disguise your voice and stuff, but
yeah, but that would last one episode, maybe.
It would last a whole episode then. You don't know our listeners very well. I think it could be at least a few. They don't really listen. I hear they just do it so they can use us as an alibi. It's like, well, I didn't rob that store because I was listening to the Ascertainers. Look, it shows it on my
either that or it's
device.
like a tax write-off. I punish
we
myself.
could get a credit? Could we talk to one of the presidential campaigns? Like a listener's credit? I am not liking what happened earlier tonight. We went to our traditional pregame spot, and for some reason, after seeing a lot of salads walking by over the years, I decided I would order a salad tonight. And it took me like you and Chris finished way before, and I'm still just hacking away on this salad.
There was a lot of lettuce in
It's
that.
a little more lettuce than my little
Tum-tum.
tum and everything else are used to. And I feel like that kid on Willy Wonka, the blueberry one.
Yes.
Was he the blueberry? No, that was a girl.
That was a girl.
Who was the one, Augustus? What happened to him?
He drank out of the river and got sucked into the chocolate tube.
So who turned big had to roll him out? Veruca Salt? Which, by the way, they named a band Veruca Salt in the 90s.
No, I think Veruca Salt was the one who went down the Golden Goose. She was the rich kid.
Okay. Well,
I can't remember what
I don't think we were prepared. Either way, I feel like I might have to interrupt the podcast to make things right in the world.
That's all right. I can carry it.
I think people might appreciate it. I think I might have found the way to make our ratings go up. We're just going to pour some eye drops into Jim's beer. So midway through, he leaves, and then it's just the Mark show after that. So, all right. Well,
I never knew that eye drop deal till I watched Wedding Crashers.
Another Will Ferrell reference. No, that's not Will Ferrell.
No, it's Vince Vaughn and Owen.
Will Ferrell's in at the end.
He is.
We're just talking about him.
Yeah, the cameo. And you were talking about that movie.
Like seconds ago.
Yeah.
More for us. What an idiot. Is that when you were trying to talk me into a mandate to go golfing with you? Oh, on a field trip, an away game?
Yes.
And we're going to bring the microphones, and we're just going to bring the video camera.
That kind of...
just in case something bad happens.
That kind of works into the murder mystery.
I don't like how both of our hands were working right there at the same time. Here's the problem, is I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 9 steps to negotiate. I want to feel like a 7th grade girl on her first.
So the eyes are going to become wide, and you're just going to go like...
No, I don't have very big eyes. The difference between my eyes while I'm shitting, before I'm shitting, and not having to shit are literally the same size.
Children, leave the room if you're listening.
Oh, yeah.
This is not a family podcast.
Hey, everybody poops.
Oh, who's that? Kangaroo?
Captain Kangaroo? I don't think
No,
that's
it's
him.
a band, a local band, and that's one of their songs.
Everybody Poops.
Yeah.
My mom met Captain Kangaroo.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people say we look alike. No. Bob Kihn or something like that. Yeah, he's like a legit educator, good guy.
What was that? The ping pong ball drop.
That's
Mr.
Bob Barker.
No.
Stop the mountain guy.
He isn't even close to what I'm talking
You're
about.
talking Captain Kangaroo. Price is Right. Oh, Bert Convey. My bad.
I was looking for Bert Convey.
Bert
Convey.
It's Bert, not Burnt. You're thinking of the dessert. Bert Convey?
That's 3.
Is it in season? Oh, that's not a correction. That was a goof. Mark thinks I correct him too often, and he's just wrong. 4. All right. I got to look up Willy Wonka characters, even though I know it's not called that. You carry it now. Act like I'm taking a poop.
Welcome. This is The Ascertainers. I'm Mark, and my partner is Jim. Say hello.
Jim were here, he'd say hi, but he's relieving himself.
No, he's not. He's looking on his phone. But we are a podcast about nothing. We are like the Seinfeld episode of...
We're going to get sued.
Are we?
Yeah, eventually.
Then we've made it. But we try to talk about music once in a while. Tonight, I think we're actually going to get to our topic of music. But along the way, we'll talk about other things and have some fun. And we'll criticize each other. Jim criticizing me more than I do him. And he'll correct me more often. But we'll have a good time doing it.
I like
It's
that.
all in good fun.
You're doing terrific. I can tell you that the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was the name of the first movie, by the way. So you had Violet Beauregard, I think.
Violet is the one.
Is that the one that ate the blueberries?
Yes.
And then there was...
Because he says Violet, you're turning violet.
there was about Mike TV. That's a phenomenal name. And it's spelled Mike Teevee. So maybe that was his name, but he sure liked the television. And then there was Veruca Salt and Augustus Gloop. And that looks like all the...
Well, except for Charlie.
Charlie Buckets. Or just Bucket. And then you had... So Mr. Beauregard looks like Vincent Price. Mr. Salt looks like a rich guy. Grandpa Joe. There were some people that claimed that Grandpa Joe was a lazy man. Because all they did was sleep.
That freaked me out.
But when you're that broke, I guess, sleeping's free.
It creeped me out.
What?
Those 4 sleeping in that bed and never getting out. So they never bathed?
Probably smelled something fierce in there.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, it's...
And then
what town was that? Was that in Germany or something?
Great Britain.
Great Britain. Good day!
Another shrimp on the barbie. But then he gets out and he goes, I haven't been out of this bed for 8 years. And then he's dancing around and he goes, I got a golden ticket. I was thinking, no, you don't. It's Charlie's. There's a lot of creepy things in that movie.
Oh. I just thought of something you can't say on podcast.
Don't.
Has to do with one of these. I got a buddy, Ange. He would know exactly what I'm talking about.
I think I know what you are.
What kind of move that is. Anyway, well, good for Uncle Grandpa Joe. He did get to go. But Gene Wilder, we one of our favorite, the podcast has favorite actors, and Gene Wilder's certainly among them.
Yes.
Especially in that role. Good day, sir.
I said good day.
On this fucking podcast. Radio game. I didn't win. Good day, sir. Speaking of the radio game, the pot is right. And there are $14 in the radio game pot for tonight. Ripe for the taking. We talked about Newt's. We talked about the fact that I had a salad at Newt's. So let's just talk about the expansive menu at Newt's, which, by the way, is in Apple Valley, Minnesota. It's the exclusive sponsor of the Ascertainers, and known for their, well, ice cold beer, but they also have fountain drinks for those that don't imbibe or aren't old enough. They have great burgers, big variety of burger, and you can get that as a non-meat burger too. We'll go into that in a little bit.
Let's not bring that up.
And then, because Mark doesn't eat meat, he's a pterodactyl. He's a Presbyterian. What is it?
And Jim had a salad.
I had a salad today,
but he took my bacon and sprinkled it on.
I did. I had to man it up. It was either that or I had to take my shirt off while I was eating it. And luckily there was some bacon laying around. Otherwise I would have got kicked out. But they have sandwiches, quesadillas. They have free popcorn, which is always fun. It's good popcorn. It's not that cold crap from the movie theater. They just heat up. They pop it fresh right there on site. So I had a salad and I almost couldn't finish it. It was that much salad. And now I'm sitting, I feel like a little bit of a time bomb here, and nobody knows how long the fuse is because it's in me. And
well, it's got to last another, 30 minutes.
See, that just as soon as you said that, I felt a little weight. WEIGHT. Not all right. Well, this episode could be called.
So another 30 minutes, and you'll have to.
I feel like we should almost count down.
Is it counting down?
It's counting up. I get it. This is the people that are. You got a new watch on?
No, just a different one.
It's
I can't believe
way more streamlined and sleek than the other one.
Well, this is my fancy one.
The other one, I think Flavor Flav called looking for that one. He'd wear it around his neck, but you had it on your wrist. That was a big watch.
I'm very disappointed that you did not notice that I had a different watch.
That's almost sexy. That's almost like the kind that Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank wears.
Yeah, it's a very nice one.
Is that your dress watch?
It is.
That's what you do when you're...
And when I'm in my Sunday best.
Let's talk about that. What does your Sunday best entail? Oh, what you wear over for the holidays.
Yeah.
Is that considered Sunday best?
Yes.
Well, good. Well, I can't wait to see that in the months of November and December. If you come by, if you stop by.
We'll see how this goes.
Okay, Grandpa Joe. You don't leave this house.
I'm sorry, I interrupted. Are you done with
this? Done. Newt's. Go to Newt's. Even if you like salad, go to Newt's. Or especially if you like salad. And it is a salad not for the faint of heart. It's a big one. And they also have taco salad and Caesar salad, I think. And I had the crispy chicken salad with Mark's bacon. I don't think that you can order it like that, but they'll probably charge you. Or if there's no guy named Mark in there.
Right. I was thinking that would be great if they put in Mark's bacon on the
menu?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Would that bring people in or chase them away?
I think it would depend on where it was on the menu. Yeah, it's a la carte, or if it's just as a single line item. Grilled cheese, Mark's bacon. All right, so you're going there? Everyone nodding? Yes, we're going to Newt's. We all go to Newt's. And we're going to just say the Ascertainers told us to stop by. We don't know what that means, and they won't either, so don't worry about it. It's all good.
So errors and omissions? Do you have any?
You know what? Usually I do, but I think I was perfect last time, so no, I don't.
Wow. Well, you didn't listen to it well enough. Yeah.
You're right. I didn't. I gave it. I had a busy week, and I didn't. I normally have a routine where I listen to it a couple of times. This week, though, I kind of painted myself into a literal corner, and I had to listen to it at 1.5 times speed, so it sounds a little chipmunkish. And I didn't pick up on a lot of like nuances and stuff like that. So you tell me if I didn't get to...
Unfortunately, I had a busy week, so I didn't get it to Jim early enough for him to listen to it a couple of times.
Oh, I just got away with a yawn. I thought you were yelling at me.
Well, you covered your mouth and kind of turned away.
Right about errors and omissions.
It does.
Maybe it's because the omission looks like a yawn. When you go arrows in, omissions.
So we played golf last time, and we mentioned it on the podcast.
That we tied because of the lost ball.
In stroke play, the penalty for playing someone else's golf ball is 2 strokes.
Yep.
If the player does not correct the mistake before making a stroke to begin another hole, or before returning their scorecard for the final hole of the round, they are disqualified.
You won. I got DQ'd. I'm at least so happy. We're playing 18 tomorrow there, sonny boy. We'll just see how that goes. What was your concern about tomorrow's game? You said you had to do well because of something? Or?
Oh, I only have 6 golf balls in my bag.
Oh, could the irony be thick like molasses if you find yourself coming to me for a golf ball? It's $1 before we before we tee off a ball, and after it's 20. So just, act accordingly. I think even as bad as I'm playing, you won't beat me by more than 2.
Well, it depends on if you hit the wrong golf ball or not.
Well, I'm just going to get white out and put it all my balls. It's the white one. Oh, wait. Then I guess, yeah, okay. Anyhow. So what are your errors and omissions? Is that it?
That was it. I just wanted to bring that up. It wasn't an error or omission. It was more of...
Lame.
Lame. Just wanted to bring that up.
All right.
You want to do the radio game?
Do I ever? The new and improved radio game? By the way, did we discuss, did we finalize that if somebody... So we've already, which apparently I protested on the last episode, if somebody picks AC/DC for the radio game, you have to declare which singer.
Right. I didn't agree to that, but I guess we're going with it.
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're very pompous. Oh, man, I'm being so snarky tonight. I am sorry.
Why do you say snarky? What do I think of when you say snarky?
CPO Snarky or whatever that...
Sharky? Don Rickles?
Yeah.
I think of a Rachel Maddow.
Oh, that's right.
Peyton Manning's stunt double. Rachel Maddow.
Oh, I might take that out.
I'm not. Why? You. If you do, I'll just keep saying it over and over until you leave it in.
Okay, I'll leave it.
I'm not a fan of Rachel Maddow. Sorry.
Sounds like it.
She reminds me, or actually, how would I say it so it sounds more positive? She reminds me of Peyton Manning, or Peyton Manning reminds me of her. I think it's. I just think of Denver and Indianapolis quarterbacks. I'm not going to name names, but one of them won a Super Bowl, not with the Colts, but with the.
Can I ask, do you not like Peyton Manning either?
I love Peyton Manning.
Oh. Well, then you would love Rachel?
Peyton Manning, were it not for his enormous forehead, would be on the list, I think.
Oh, with the Ryans and Chris's.
Yes, and Tom B. Not naming names, Tom B. Call me. Also, it has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that I would look up and I would think, or look back, or anyway, and think of Rachel Maddow. That's a deal killer. That's a deal breaker, man.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I think he was referencing Meatloaf. I don't know how much of this we can air.
When I look back, up, down, around.
Oh my goodness. Let's get to the radio game. And we were talking about AC/DC.
She's docking at the whole fist up there. So AC/DC, you have to pick either Bon Scott or Brian Johnson. And I propose, this is how a democracy works, Mark.
Okay.
You look into it, man. That if you pick Van Halen, that you have to pick either David Lee or Sammy.
I agree with that.
With that, would we do the same for our guests? I think we do. But if you're a guest on our show, just pick Journey. Because Journey doesn't have any, we can't make any, it's old singer, new singer, that kind of stuff. Because it's pretty much all Steve Perry, the stuff they're going to play on the radio.
But we can't pick Journey.
We decided that we will not. But if you're a guest, that's the guest loophole. That's why it's worth your while to come on.
Well, if the pocket's big enough, I'm going to pick Journey. I know it.
If you can take Journey for half the pot. It's like Vegas, where you give you even money for your blackjack or whatever. Well, we'll figure out a way to make sure you don't win. But yes, I'd love to play the radio game, which is a very popular addition to the show. Suddenly, Mark and I will each pick 4 bands. 2 of them will be really common bands. 2 will be a little more off the beaten path. We have this little radio here with earbuds. We will turn the radio on after we pick our bands to KQRS, KQ92, 92.5 on your dial. And if one of those bands is playing when we go to those earbuds, the person that guesses that band wins the pot. which is $14 now. No, 12.
12. No, 14.
It is 14. Sort of 5 plus 2
Correct.
times 2. Carry the 4.
Wow. Public math.
Square root.
We're doing well.
Hypotenuse. Okay, what do you got?
Well, I was going to pick Ram Jam because I heard that. That should be a legacy song because I heard it 3 times in 2 weeks on the radio. Can you believe that?
What's wrong with society is that you heard that 3 times. Yeah, I believe it.
So can I say that's a legacy song?
What does that mean?
It's played so often that everyone knows
I would put,
Black Betty.
You can always pick someone for anything's allowed for the legacy, but you can't say like Led Zeppelin for your obscure. You know what I'm saying? So I think you could get away with Ram Jam as an obscure. It's up to you.
I'm not going to pick Ram Jam. I guess I'll go with Aerosmith.
Can't wait for it to be Ram Jam.
And Jimi Hendrix.
As your big boy bands?
Yeah.
I went with Kansas and Blue Oyster Cult, and I have a theme that ties together with my obscuries.
And then I'm going to go with Greg Kihn.
He just won 2 weeks ago.
And, well, there's a reason.
Okay.
And Great White.
Okay, we're both got Great White then. We'll split the pot.
The reason I picked Greg Kihn and Great White was...
Did Greg Kihn die?
He did.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Do you think they suspect us?
I don't know. I'm just saying in honor of him.
Wow, and you know what's really messed up is remember I picked Great White like 2 or 3 weeks
Jack
ago?
Russell.
Now he's dead. Speaking of Jack Russell, do you think he was named after a breed of dog? And if he was named after a breed of dog, if I'm Pitbull, I'd watch my step.
Ooh.
Just make sure. I don't know who came. Sorry, phrasing. I'm not sure who arrived on the scene first.
I think it was Great White.
Great White. Jack Russell. He died in a bad way. He died of like Lewy body dementia or something like that.
Oh, yeah. That's awful.
Yeah.
Well, you take Great White and I'll take Ram Jam.
But I do think that there are probably a lot of people that wishes that he will be cremated.
Oh, man. Is that...
Right.
Wow, you're going back to the
Let me suck the joy right out of there. Because didn't some people die in that fire?
Yeah, quite a few.
Well, there you go. Well, sorry, Jack Russell. We'll miss you. So I had Kansas and Blue Oyster Cult, and then I'm going with Toto, goes with Kansas, and then I was going to go with Great White because
take Great White and I'll take Ram Jam.
Done. Deal. Because it goes with Blue Oyster Cult, whose original name was Soft White Underbelly, which had to do with the shark. So, okay, great. Here we go. Sorry about the cremate deal.
That was pretty harsh.
There was a song.
Happy.
It's not. We didn't win. It was Bon Jovi. If you pick Bon Jovi, you have to pick the singer, though. Like in Van Halen. The other one. Damn you, John Bon Jovi.
Which is part of our topic tonight that Bon Jovi will be brought up again.
Really?
Yes.
Which topic are you going? You can. Should we just get right into that? Because we've got really hardly anything else.
We never have anything.
Well, we had 2 to go for. One is...
I was thinking of people... No, I guess I'm wrong. Let's do bad lead singers that became popular.
So I think the way you phrased it, and it was very, very well worded.
Wow, thank you.
Well, you just had to take a breath in the middle of it, though, is that singers that had shitty voices, but it worked in the band.
Yes.
Is that kind of the thrust?
Ooh.
What you're talking about there?
Still kind of phrasing along with that.
Sure. Yes, sir. All right. Well, I have quite a few of those, actually.
The list is long. I mean, you could actually have a shorter list going great singers in rock and roll history.
It's true.
Most of them are terrible singers.
Except for the guy who I don't know his name, Little River Band.
Yeah, he is. He's
from Australia.
A beautiful voice.
From Australia. How's it going, eh? All right. So I got a bunch. I mean, there's no shortage of these.
Okay, yeah, go.
Radio game's done. Newt's promo's done. Introduction. Did we do an introduction? Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I
see you're wearing your Air Force shirt.
I am.
How old is that shirt?
Abercrombie and Fitch. Is that what
that is?
Yeah.
Oh, that explains why it's cut off at the midriff. I think you had a little lint there, which is weird because you don't have a shirt covering your navel. You call it navel or a belly button?
Belly button.
Same. It's fucked up. Both are fucked up. Navel? Shouldn't it be like the There's got to be a medical term for that. A belly button.
I don't know.
I'll look it up later. All right. Well, who's going to start?
Well, I'm going to throw...
How many of these things do you think we'll have in common?
Well, I'm going to throw, say, you can't count Dylan because everyone knows he's shitty. So take that off the list.
Okay.
So who would be your next one?
I never thought Axl Rose was a good singer.
I would agree with that.
Well, that's not any fun. You're supposed to say, I love Axl Rose.
I love
good.
the GNR music, the early stuff.
He worked perfectly in their band, but as a singer, he was nothing to look at or listen to.
Right.
He was like Jack Russell in that case, where Jack Russell actually had a really good voice, I think, for rock, but he was just kind of he didn't have matinee idol looks. Look where that got him.
He kind of grew into his looks.
How so?
I mean, he looked normal. He looked okay the older he got. Kind of like Keith Richards. He looked awful when he was young, but then as he got older, you go, man, the guy's in
How
his...
How old is he? Does anyone
Yeah,
know?
he's pushing 80, and you go, well, okay, he looks like an 80-year-old.
If he aged kind of like a tortoise. You know what I mean? He just has these really just...
Well, he did the Benjamin Button type of thing. Reference to that movie. I'd never watched it, but it's like he aged in the opposite direction.
Okay. Whatever you say. I think you watched the wrong version of it. The Benjamin Buttons I watched was Benjamin Button, Button, and the one that you watched was Benjamin Button, Butt, new word, On, Button. So, you freak. That's no way to age. That seems like a good one to cut.
Okay.
What do you got?
Fred Schneider of the B-52s.
Oh, yeah, he didn't really sing, did he? He
50 miles to the love shack. I mean, he really wasn't ever singing. Rock Lobster. He wasn't really singing.
He more sang, yeah.
And it was terrible at it. It was like listening to me.
You know what just sprung to mind just then? It's not even on my list, but David Byrne is kind of like that, too.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
This is going to be the most depressing. We're going to talk about every great band and how much their singer sucks.
Well, I'm going to go with another one that's a lot of people probably don't follow, Tom Waits.
He's on every list when you look up shitty singers.
And I love his music. I love listening to Tom.
But that's his shtick, right? I mean,
right.
So that if he were to sing, it matches the songs he sings perfectly. I think this sucks. There's really we're not getting any friction on this. It's just we're all agreeing with each other. Let me find one that maybe...
well, why do we have to argue? We can prop each other up in our picks.
Boring. I'm going to go with Barry Manilow. just to spice up things a little bit here. Man, he could sing. I heard he wrote the songs.
Oh, the sad part is
Don't you start.
He is addicted to plastic surgery on his face.
Oh.
And he looks creepy.
Do you think he ever looked good?
Oh, he was a handsome individual.
Did you see? You had him on planes, didn't you?
No, I never had Barry Manilow.
Rephrase. He flew. So you never had him on a plane?
Do you see how I covered that?
Oh, I was thinking about the park. Yeah, no, my bad. Yeah. No, Barry Manilow's a fine singer. I was just trying to shake things up a little bit. And I am just generally against... I think it's okay to look old if you're old. I think it's weird to not look old if you're old.
I agree.
And you see even like these people like that read the news and shit on the major networks. It's like, stop. Don't do it. I'm thinking about getting some work done.
Like what?
Get my chin's done.
Oh, I thought you were going to do like an enlargement somewhere.
My chin's done. Just the even ones. 2, 4, and 8. I keep all the rest of them in 6 I'm particularly fond of. And as far as getting other parts enlarged, I'm good. Get the callus buffed off the front of it from dragging on the floor. You know, little dermabrasion, I think they call that.
With that, I'm grabbing another beer. Listen to this.
If anything, I'd have to get the bottom of my scroty.
All right.
That's dragging a little. That's that warranty failed. If they would have called me like they called me for my car warranty with a 6-point inspection and warranty that you won't sit on it more often. I'll tell you what, the salad seems to have calmed down a little bit, which is also could be the calm before the storm. Okay, you just did Tom Waits. I did Barry Manilow. I'll do a real one. James Hetfield.
I would agree with that.
See how boring this is?
Okay, I'll go with one.
Okay.
Ronnie Van Zant.
Oh, yeah? I got him on mine.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Or do I? I didn't because I didn't have the heart to. But yeah, he was not a great singer. But his songs are good. What blows me away is the musicianship in Leonard Skinner, because they all seem to be like just, fucking hillbillies and shit, but they were wildly talented. And they accidentally found out that they had a piano player in the band, That guy was a roadie. And one day he was dicking around when they were doing sound check or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, this guy's like a concert pianist. A 10-inch pianist.
But they were impressive. They would come up with the music. If you ever watched that documentary on it, they had some shack that wasn't air conditioned.
Somehow it had power, though. That's the part I can't figure out.
Right. And then he'd walk down to the lake and he would write the lyrics overnight, which is impressive.
He had the gift.
He did.
Oh, there. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Speaking of people taken too young, was Ronnie Van Zant? He was more than 27, wasn't he? Like to talk about the 27 club?
I think he was older, but not by much. I think he was like 30.
Stevie Ray was older. I don't know why I'm saying Stevie Ray. There's no way he was 27.
But we should do that sometime.
27 club?
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know. That'd probably be pretty depressing. Even more depressing than shitty lead singers that made it big.
Well, you mean what we're talking about right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to look up Ronnie Van Zant, so you go ahead and do the next one.
I'm going to go with Ozzy.
Bite your tongue there, man.
Ozzy is great.
Finally, we got one that we disagree on.
Ozzy is great on the albums and in production.
Oh,
but when he's singing live, he's bad. And then he comes to the limit like you're going, oh, this is going to be really, really bad. This is going to be like Ascertainer type bad. But he never crosses over to the horrible.
You know what would be funny to watch? Would be a dance-off between Ozzy Osbourne and David Lee Roth.
Ozzy walks...
That would look like the old folks' home on talent show night.
He makes me look like I walk normal.
Oh, yeah. He does have a little... And he's got the hunch and everything.
Right.
I'm just saying that even in his prime, Ozzy just had no rhythm out there on the stage. He kind of pump his arms and...
If you watch him, though, he looked like he broke his back, even when he first started.
So you're next. Ronnie Van Zant was 29.
I said 30, so I was
Stevie
pretty close.
Ray Vaughan, 35.
Yeah, he was
not
older.
even close. All right, I'll take your pick on the AC/DC singers. I'll say Brian Johnson's terrible singer. Bon Scott was at least a little more, he had a little range to him. He could do a little more with it.
He could be shitty and different.
He could sound evil or just creepy. He had the total package. Whereas Brian Johnson just sounded like he ate a pack of razor blades and just was trying to sing out a candle or something. It was like the worst ever version of the Primatine Mist commercial. Remember those growing up?
I don't.
Oh, it was like a inhaler for asthma or
I do remember the
Primatine
Mist,
but they would always show it's like, oh, blow out this candle, and they wouldn't blow. It was like, oh, I don't have enough, They would breathe on the candle and it wouldn't blow out. Then they jack them up with a little Primatine Mist, and now all of a sudden they look like they're a whistling champion. It was not a fair fight for that candle.
Oh, so the cops should carry that. Blow into this. Oh.
I think in your case it was, sir, get off your knees. The test is up here, buddy.
What? I've been pulled over 4 times, and this is how it works.
Oh, stop. What do you got?
I'm going to go with Steely Dan. Donald Fagen.
They had a few singers. So Donald Fagen, is that his name?
Yeah.
Sounds wrong when I say it like
I know.
that.
Well,
We call it. What's his middle name? No. No. Anyhow,
but they must have used
released some solo music, and I rather liked it. It was very jazzy.
Very good. The music's good, but he must use a voice box or something else too.
Ooh.
Like,
all right. I feel duped. I feel bad. I want to quit.
no, it's great music. I love it.
So mad at Donald Fagen.
I love
What about
Steely
Walter
Dan.
Becker?
I don't even think they're friends anymore.
I don't think they were when they were writing music together.
I think you're
They were
right.
a weird, dysfunctional, lacking personality fucking band, but they could sure write some good songs. I'll go with, it pains me, but Mark Knopfler's not a good singer.
No.
But he works perfectly. Who else could sing like Romeo and Juliet and make it that great? Nobody.
Did he sing every song for Dire Straits?
I'm not aware of any that he didn't sing, but I know that I think his brother, who played either rhythm guitar or bass, and never wore shoes. To me,
Couldn't afford them?
what are you implying, that Mark Knopfler was a taskmaster and didn't pay his brother?
We can't afford shoes in this
He ain't
band.
heavy. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. Also, don't get many shoes. I know what he'll do. He'll just escape. So anyway. So I don't think that if anyone would, I would think it would be his brother, but I don't know. How about we could talk about the Cars? Rick Ocasek, not a great singer. Benjamin Orr, pretty
Excellent.
good singer. I would say he's a good singer.
I think he's an excellent singer.
Well, was.
Sorry.
Not sure if they found the body though. Maybe we could have.
Was
him
that
on.
Rick? No,
Wouldn't
Rick.
it be great? Rick Ocasek is still alive. Oh no, I think he might have died recently.
He died.
Like very recently.
Wow,
Do
within a
you
year.
think we killed him? We killed Jack Russell and Greg Kihn. That makes me very sad. I was a big fan of Greg Kihn.
I just saw it today, so it must have been yesterday that he passed.
So in other words, no, too soon.
Yeah.
Way too soon. Let's look up Greg Kihn
I'm going
while
to...
you're doing that.
My last one would be Greg Allman.
Ooh, okay.
And the only reason I'm doing this is because he married Cher.
Greg Kihn was 75. That's a good run. I don't feel as bad for him as I do for... Jack Russell was 63.
Why point at me when that happens?
I did point to you, didn't I? Because that's going to happen to you, buddy, if you don't take care of yourself.
Death is smiling at us all. All you can do is smile back.
Oh. What's going on there, Hemingway? Did you get a new sleeve of Dixie cups today with the inspirational quotes on it? Wow. Death is laughing his ass off at me. Just one of these days, buddy. Might be sooner.
One more salad, and you're gone.
I'm not trying to trick you, Death, with the salad. It was quite delicious. And I only had 2 dressings. I mean, like the little cup of dressing. I thought I did pretty well. Oh, and then I did at the end. I poured some
Honey, mayo on it.
There was no way that was honey mayo. That was like straight honey.
It
looked like
pass the mayo
It looked
over
like
top.
fucking beeswax is what it looked like. And it had the viscosity of it too. Like it kept getting hung up on my fork. Lettuce would just stick to it. That's the way to go. That's how bears do it, you know.
Jim was eating a salad, but somehow he has to slam me about him eating a salad. Because he goes,
How'd it go?
It was pretty good.
I got Mark all pissed off tonight. It's rare. So let's hear it. I
He
wanna
goes,
hear more about this.
How many, what are those things called? The dressing containers.
Little cups.
Little cups of dressing that you get at a restaurant. He goes, I only put 2 on mine.
One time,
How
Mark
many
got a
did you
salad.
put on yours?
And Mark only got just a dinner salad too. It didn't even have chicken.
It was like a
nothing.
garden salad.
Yeah, good sized salad though. Yeah, still. But you said, "Can I have an extra dressing?" And then you said, and then like you made it very clear that you were not going to have any dry lettuce.
I told her I didn't want the lettuce to drown in the dressing.
Did you get done with it? Would you do it like a bowl of cereal? Like where you could get the milk up and you were just doing the dressing? and then you look like the Joker because you had like the Kool Aid smile, except it was French dressing.
I like dressing.
Kool Aid, maybe they should come up with a kind of a dressing series. Like Thousand Island Kool Aid.
Sounds
more of a winter. It's more of a hot drink. Also, Kool Aid, call me. I think we could work something out. Why is Kool Aid always a summer drink? Right? What about Warm Aid or Live Aid?
Warm Aid sounds awful.
Or Cool Pox. Wait, oh no.
There's a vaccine for that.
Is that true? Monkeypox. Let's talk about. Oh,
no.
I'm sorry. Mpox. Who are they fooling? Oh, you mean Mpox? Is that what's going to spoil the election? We're not political.
Well, I am not going to bring that up.
You don't have to be political to just use rational common sense that something's going to get weird around November-ish.
Email us at TheAscertainers@gmail.com.
Turns out inmates don't have email addresses. That's why we don't get any.
No, they do.
Do they?
Yeah. I get emails all the time.
Oh, from those, from the gals at the Shakopee one?
You can text us on any platform that you listen to us on or like us on Facebook. And that was Kleinsaucer's wife. Wasn't that her that got pulled over? Or no, that was Censor's wife.
Or monkeypox?
No, got thrown in the correctional facility. Vikings.
Oh, Censor's wife killed a guy on the shoulder, right?
Right. She's the one who did. I was thinking Kleinsaucer because he was a tight end. So my apologies.
Yeah, to Mrs. Kleinsaucer.
Yes.
Jeepers, creepers.
Yeah.
You can come on the air.
But does Mark and Jim say goodbye before we get sued?
Oh, we're over? It's over? I had some more singers.
Good night.
I'll save it for last time. See ya.